Hey guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Wanted to do my Friday recap video. As you guys know, on Fridays, I do micro updates for every platform that I'm in. And yeah, I've been pretty consistent with them over the last couple of months now. So figured let me go ahead and hit you with what's working, what's happening, platforms that I'm super bullish on. I'll even go over some platforms that are having some issues with withdrawals, but I'll give you everything you need to know about all the different platforms that I talk about on my channel. So real quick, I want to start off by saying that I am not a financial advisor. Never take anything I say as financial advice. If you are going to get into anything in the passive income space, understand that there's risk involved. So you should do your own research and due diligence. And if you do decide to go in, if you're okay with high risk, only put in what you can afford to lose, guys. Okay. I call it risk capital. This is funds that if the platform disappeared tomorrow, you'd be okay. You'd be able to walk away. You'd be able to, live and survive and play another day. Okay, that's the name of the game. So again, risk capital only. Also follow me on Telegram. I will leave a link for that down below. If you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the little bell icon so you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video. And again, for all these different platforms that I'm in, you can check out the link tree down below in the description box. I've created a new link tree with all these different platforms. So if you need links or anything like that, it's all inside there. So let's go ahead and jump right into it, guys. I want to start off with a couple of tools you can add to your tool belt. I've been talking about this now for a couple of weeks, not too long. I only got in, not too long ago, but this is a platform that not really even a platform. It's just a tool. It's a Visa debit card that you can put in your wallet. And when you swipe it and use it, you get ZBucks, right? Right now there's a promo, right? So you get 2 ZBucks for every dollar you spend. And then you can turn around and take those ZBucks and use it in their marketplace. It's called Z Club. And you can purchase items and goods and services and things of that nature. So essentially, you're tripling your buying power right now. Okay. Because right now there's a promo. Anyone that signs up before November when they launch, they're going to get double ZBucks for their first year. So right now, anyone who signs up before November, they're going to get triple their buying power. They're going to get 2 ZBucks for every dollar. And again, that's super duper powerful. So I've been talking about this inside of our Telegram now for a couple of weeks. And yeah, I think it's, something that you definitely want to have if you're in the US, of course, because it's only available in the US. But again, you're going to swipe your card, you know, forever. You're going to swipe your card today. You're going to swipe your card tomorrow. You're going to buy gas. You're going to shop online. You're going to get on Amazon. You're going to go to Costco. You're going to go to Walmart. You're going to go to CVS. You're going to hit the drive-through with your kids, taking them to McDonald's or what have you. You're swiping your card all day long. Why not get Z-Bucks for something you're already going to do and you're going to continue to do anyway, right? So I'll leave a link for this down below. This is pretty awesome. We'll talk about this more in another video. But transact card in pre-launch until November. Now again, transact card is not necessarily a crypto debit card. It's a debit card. It's a Visa debit card, but it's not a crypto debit card. If you're in the market for a crypto debit card, and this is available internationally. Ultimo Pay, this one here is pretty popular. We've been using it. Again, you get an offshore bank account as well. But this one here, like I said, if you are in the market for a crypto debit card, this is one that you can use. It has high limits also for ATM use. Like you can take up to $20,000 out of the ATM. Not that I mean, I wouldn't know why you would want to take that much out, but the fact that you can, it's a cool, it's a pretty cool thing, right? So again, Ultimo Pay, you can check this out. I'll leave a link for this down below as well. This one I just posted about. This is not a crypto platform, but it's something that's pretty cool. I mean, if you're into health products and things of that nature, you can get high quality products at wholesale pricing. And again, there is an affiliate plan attached to it. But for me, when I first took a look at this, I wasn't even looking at the affiliate plan. I was spending 6, 7, 800 bucks on average a month on health products anyway. So when I took a look at this and I said, man, if I can save up to 75% on things that I'm going to buy anyway, makes total sense. Now, the side benefit is there is a global matrix, right? Again, it's a viral company. 500,000 people have joined over the last 7 months. And a cool thing about it is it's a little $10 a month program. Now, you might say, well, people actually make money in a $10 a month program. Well, documentation beats conversation all day long. That's what I learned a long time ago in this industry. And the fact remains is there's people making 10, 20, $30,000 a month. The number one person in this platform, the number one income earner is, I think he just surpassed 100,000 a month in income in a little old $10 a month program. Pretty insane, right? So yeah, two ways you can look at this. You can become a customer, which I was for the last 3 months, or you can become an active affiliate. You want to get a position in the matrix. What I would do is click the link down below, take the tour, and watch a couple of videos and see if this is something that makes sense for you. So just wanted to touch on this because I just introduced this to our channel. So anyway, let's jump into these crypto passive platforms. That's what you're here for. And this one here I posted about yesterday or last night rather. The big news is DDD is here. The timer, the countdown is set to go live, I believe tomorrow, Saturday. I think that's what they said. I think Saturday is when it goes live, and it's going to be a countdown, and then Monday or Tuesday, probably closer to Tuesday, DDD is scheduled to launch. So everything is done. They're just kind of doing a little bit of last minute testing. But this thing is right around the corner, guys. So very, very exciting stuff indeed. Of course, the Faucet has been working now for 2+ years, but this gamifies the Faucet, right? This entire contract supports the price of drip. So if you're someone who's in the Faucet, or if you're just holding drip, or someone that believes in the ecosystem, I think you're indirectly going to win with this contract. Now you can play and hit some jackpots, but again, let's face it, not everybody's going to hit a jackpot. I'm still going to play anyway, even though not everybody's going to win a jackpot, because indirectly I win, right? Indirectly, as a community member, you're going to win whether you hit a jackpot or not. Because again, the price of drip, this will solidify the floor and can help it organically grow. You can see right here, it says players will help lock away drip in the Faucet. Obviously, that takes a lot of drip out of circulation. It reduces minting. It also increases reservoir liquidity. By the way, this is the first iteration. It's going to be this drip, drop, draw. There's going to be a drip, drop, draw contract for the reservoir as well, but that's down the road, right? This one here is for the Faucet. So very exciting. What I would do is, since the countdown is going to be going live this weekend and it's scheduled to, go live, early next week, just in a couple of days, take some time over the weekend. If you have some downtime, and just download the white paper. It's right here on the site. Okay. Go through the white paper and just refamiliarize yourself with how this thing works. That way you get an idea. You can see here there's opportunities to win big. Of course, like I said, it's a jackpot style, right? It's like a lottery style game, so not everybody's going to win, but like I said, you're indirectly going to win if you're big into the Faucet, if you have a position in the Faucet, and you're someone that wants to have some type of floor price and some type of organic growth with the token, right? So again, very, very exciting times. Can't wait for this thing to go live. We'll talk about more as we get there. And obviously, once this thing is live, we'll be doing a ton of videos on it. So stay tuned for that. But very exciting for the community. Let's talk a little bit about GS Partners. It's Friday, guys, so you know what that means. With GS Partners, Friday is payday. That's when our certificate, the loads in our certificate, we get our weekly passive payout. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a little time later this afternoon going through all my different accounts. I have 6 accounts, and in those, each one of those accounts probably has anywhere from 20 to 35 certificates, and each one of those certificates has 3 or 4 loads. So as you can imagine, it'll probably take me about an hour to go through all of them. I'm just going to go ahead and withdraw. What I normally will do, as you can see here, we have our front dashboard. This is one of my accounts. This is not even my main account, but I wanted to give you an example of how to withdraw. But in our in the dashboard, you can see the different tokens that you have, that you might have earned over the week or so, or what have you, and you can withdraw all of these different tokens. Okay, it's just like a wallet. If you don't want to withdraw all these tokens and go through each one, you can actually take all of your tokens and use the exchange that they have right in their back office. Like I'll show you right here. You scroll down, use this exchange right here, click exchange, and swap it out for USDT, and then do one big withdrawal for USDT, right? Let me show you here what I do. Just one example here, and then I'll go back, off video, of course. and I just do all my withdrawals because every Friday that's what I normally do. But you go to elemental certificates, you go to my certificates. I'm gonna go to my win certificate. So I have a lot of certificates here. Okay, some of them aren't loaded yet, but I'll go to my win certificate. This one here. Let me show you how to withdraw. You simply click on this green right here. But I have a fintech load in this win certificate. Then I click on withdraw, fintech, weekly. Then it shows me I have 127 convertible euro, which is a stable coin that they have, because they pay you out in convertible euro, which I obviously can use the exchange and swap it out for 142 USDT. Okay, because remember euro, that's the conversion rate from euro to USDT. I'll click on withdraw now. Very simple. Okay. I'll usually have a movie on and I'll just have my laptop open and just as I'm watching a movie, just drawing from these different loads. So you saw that I withdrew from there. So if I go to the dashboard, it says account credited, happens in real time. I can go to convertible euro. This was the 142 worth of 142 USDT worth of convertible euro. This is what I just withdrew. Again, I can hold that if I want to, but I'm not going to hold it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swap it out. Showing you here kind of like what I normally do. I'll go to exchange, and then I'll put in here convertible euro. So there it is, right? The 127 convertible euro. I'll hit max, and that'll give me my 139 USDT. Now you might say, well, it was 140 something before. Yeah, there's a 2.5% fee for using the exchange. Very typical, right? For exchanges, okay, there's always going to be some type of fee. So I'll hit exchange, confirm. And now when I go back to my dashboard, I swapped out my convertible euro. So refresh this. There it goes. So you got to wait for this little sign here. So the convertible euro is gone. And then it was added to my USDT ERC20 balance because it swaps it out for USDT ERC20. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll go ahead and withdraw this amount and then go to my different accounts. But yeah, this is a monster of a platform, guys. Been out for over 2.5 years. And again, from a passive perspective, you can build a weekly steady passive income with it. From a builder's perspective, they have a very aggressive compensation plan. I think it pays out 7 or 9 ways. I mean, they pay out all sorts of bonus. Like I get all sorts of bonuses. I'm like, man, where are these bonuses coming from? I don't even know where they're coming from. So it's a good problem to have. I mean, don't feel sorry for me, right? It's a good problem to have bonuses coming left and right. And you're just like, where are these payouts coming from? And it's because they have a compensation plan that, if you share this with other people, there's, ways you can earn in addition to the weekly passive income, right? So again, very powerful platform. We do Tuesday evening live Zoom overviews. Every Tuesday evening, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we do a live Zoom overview for GS partners. And then Wednesday evening at 7:30 p.m., we do a live training. So every week, there's a weekly, Zoom overview and a weekly Zoom training that you can plug into to learn about this awesome platform. So again, this is it's pretty powerful. My only regret with this platform is I didn't pull the trigger when I first saw it, because I saw this platform a long time ago. But like a lot of you guys, I was like, man, this sounds pretty complex. There's so many tabs. There's so many moving parts. Let me pass on it, not knowing that I was passing on, a huge opportunity, because I'm making. Look, I'll keep it 100 with you guys. I'm making a nice chunk of change from this now, and I've only been in for 30 days. If I had been in, if I'd been building this for a year plus when I first saw it, or when it was first shared with me by a buddy of mine, man, there's no telling where I would be right now. So again, that's my only regret. But hey, better late than never. It's working perfectly fine. And again, if you want to check this out, I will leave a link down below. Obviously, if you go to my Telegram, also, if you go to the pinned messages, there's some videos that I've done that you can check out of me kind of navigating through the back office. Once you start playing around with it, it's you get the hang of it. I mean, that's just like anything else in life. You once you start playing with it, once you start getting familiarized with it. After a week, after 2 weeks, now you're kind of navigating through it, seamlessly. It's just a matter of going through that little bit of a learning curve, which people are afraid of. But if you go through it, it's worth it, right? Like, I'm glad I went through that little bit of a learning curve, because we're making a crazy amount of money with this thing. But anyway, we'll talk about that on another video. So real easy. That's how simple it is to withdraw. By the way, you click here, withdraw now. And I've shown this in a couple of videos, so I'm not going to do it here, but you can go through all your different tokens in your dashboard, right? Pick a token, and then you can withdraw it right here. You select your address, boom, type in how much you want to take out, submit withdraw. You have to put in your 2FA. There's two securities, right? There's one is your 2FA. You got to put your 2FA. Then they send you an email where you have to approve the withdrawal. So there's 2 levels of security. I mean, these guys are real good. I mean, 2 levels of security, and then it goes, they send it right over to your wallet pretty much instantly. Okay. So GS Partners, Payday, awesome stuff. Let's talk a little bit about GPBots. This one here has been a monster of a platform, guys. I mean, it's pretty crazy. I mean, I think we're averaging around $2,000 a day with this. I mean, I did a withdrawal yesterday for 3,000 and change. It's only 10:42 a.m. We still have a full day, and you can see here there's 1,800 for me to withdraw again. So I mean, we're averaging way above $2,000 a day with this platform. And a cool thing I found out yesterday, thanks to my buddy Ricky, who is someone who follows me on Telegram, and we were chatting a little bit, trying to figure this out. We ended up contacting my upline to clarify. But when you run through one of these matrix positions and you complete 200% or 300%, right? Whichever one, because again, if you're totally passive, it'll be 200%. If you're referring people and you're for 5 people, it becomes 300%. Like this one here, this matrix 5,000. This was at 200% yesterday, but I recruited my 5th person who put in 5,000 personally. So it bumped up to 300%. So pretty awesome. But once you complete that cycle, you do have to repurchase the pack to continue to earn passively, but you actually continue to earn on the matrix. Okay. In other words, let's say, for example, I run through, actually, I just bought another $2,500 position the other day. So that original, this is my second $2,500 position. My first $2,500 position, it had a, it was up pretty high. There was a bunch of people underneath it, right? Because of the matrix. I purchased this 2,500, another 2,500 position, because the original one already ran through the 300%. So that second position falls up underneath somebody else. Now you might say, well, what about the first position? Does it lose its spot? What happens there? No, that first position stays where it is. And even though you're not going to earn passive payouts through the arbitrage bot, the up to 1% a day, it still continues to earn matrix commissions. So now I have 2 positions in the $2,500 matrix, right? Hopefully that makes sense. And the more positions I have, I can have multiple positions inside each matrix, because each one of these positions has its own matrix. You guys know that, right? So I can have multiple positions inside of each of these matrices, if I continue to renew or just simply buy more packages, right? So again, very, very powerful. Let me go to withdraw. Let's withdraw that 1889. Click on withdraw. Boom. Then in about 2 or 3 minutes, I should have it in my USDT wallet. Okay. So again, very, very powerful. Again, comp plan enhancements. There's going to be a 15 level check match or a check match, right? They call it a check match in traditional network marketing. Here we don't get checks, obviously, but it's going to be a matching bonus, probably a better term. You're going to get up to 15 levels of a matching bonus. There's infinity bonuses. All of those are going to be going live later this month. I was told the 15th is when it goes live, but you guys know how these platforms work. Nothing's ever on time. So I'm saying, towards the end of the month, all those changes will go live. We'll also have a new overview PDF. So once I get that, we'll do an updated video for that. But this one here has been going viral, man. Really explosive, unbelievable. Really, really is. Anyway, we'll talk about more about we'll talk more about GPBots in upcoming videos, so stay tuned for that. But if you want to check this out, I will leave a link down below. All right, guys, let's talk about Capitalium. This one here, brand new platform, real trader. Okay, yesterday on the Zoom, they had their lead trader Jake, and he actually on the Zoom did a live trade and made 5% in about 5 minutes, not even like 1 minute. Right now, why do I say that? Because this platform pays out up to it's actually pays out up to 7.5% per week, depending on which AI you're in. Now, this is it changes, right? And right now, currently, the strong AI has paid out 5.25% for the week. Moderate has paid out 4%. Safe has paid out 2.8. But you might say, well, if they're making 5% in a minute, how come you're making 5% in a week? Well, they're just merely showing that this is how they're able to provide these payouts because they're able to make, you know, these trades that are garnishing them, those type of returns, right? And that's a good thing. Like I want Jake to make 5% in a minute or 5% in a day, because that tells me that they have more than enough to pay me my weekly, right? So yeah, this one here, real-time dividends. You can compound these dividends every hour, or you can withdraw, right? Like if I click on collect now, this will I'll collect my $75, and then it starts from the beginning again. It just starts to accrue. It's like a ticker. It just starts to accrue, right? So again, even though this is the projected weekly payouts, this is, it does pay out real time on your dashboard, right? And then I can go in here. They just added Ripple yesterday. I can go in here and go to my USDT. I can submit a withdrawal, right? This is Ripple. I'm not doing Ripple. USDT. I can put in here 184. Continue. Are you sure? And then done. That withdrawal request is done. I can do that for every um for every token that I have that's available for withdrawal. Because here I've withdrawn about $2,000 already. I got $10,000 in this thing. Right. So yeah, really, really simple, straightforward. Again, for me, big selling point is number one, it's brand new. Number two, real trader. And number three, I have direct access to the main admin. Of course, none of that makes this risk free. There's still risk in the platform, of course, but those three things are pretty cool to have in your back pocket. Okay, so again, Capitalium. If you want to check this out, I will leave a link down below. Very excited for this one. This one here is brand new, and we're continuing to grow. Team is moving very fast. I think we had someone join yesterday that put in 25 grand in this thing or some crazy number like that. I mean, imagine the dividends that they're getting, the real-time dividends. And for me, I'm going to go ahead and start increasing my position in this one because again, why not? I mean, this thing is it's smooth. I like it. So anyway, Capitalium, I will leave a link for this down below. Excited for it. We'll give you more updates as we move forward. Invisible AI, this is another platform that's doing its thing. Aggressive, definitely on the higher end of the risk scale, on the aggressive scale, because you can make up to 2% per business day. Pays out, only on Mondays. It pays out business days, so Monday through Friday. Doesn't pay out on the weekends, but still, 25 business days, and you can make up to 2%. That's up to 50% in profit in 25 business days. Plus, they give you your deposit back, right? So you're making 150% in 25 business days. Of course, 100% of that is your initial, but 50% and up to 50% in pure profit is still aggressive, right? So again, you can go in here. Let me show you here. These are the three different packages you can choose from, right? You can deposit Bitcoin, Litecoin, XRP, USDT, right? And again, it's very, very simple to use, very straightforward, back office. I'm going to go ahead and withdraw a little bit. I've been withdrawing every day from this. I think we're averaging around anywhere from 800 to $1,000 a day. So let's withdraw this Bitcoin. What was that? 128.50. Let me grab my 2FA. All right, so firm, and that's done. Real simple. I think I have, what else do I have here? USDT TRC20. Go ahead and withdraw that. To FA. And then I think I have some USDT BEP20 as well. At $458. Request, input our 2FA. And that should be it. 746 and pending. I just did a $1,000 withdrawal yesterday. It's already at 740. So I mean, we're averaging about $1,000 a day with this. So again, brand new, just got in. It's been about, I don't know, 10 days, not even 10 days since we got in. So this one here has been working smooth. Again, if you want to check this out, I will leave a link down below for this as well. But yeah, this one here, very, very excited for this one as well. BitSports, this one here, if you go to our Telegram, we've been posting the daily payouts from the bot. It's been doing its thing. Again, you can make up to 2.4% per day, 6 days a week, passively. And if you want to build this out, there's a binary structure. It has a network marketing component to it. But again, you can be completely passive with this and make up to 2.4% per day, depending on your deposit. So for example, if I go to deposit right here, here's the breakdown of the 3 different plans, right? There's Elite, there's Pro, and there's Max. And this is what you would have to deposit. You can deposit now in Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Tron. Before it was just USDT TRC20. And again, here's what the range of the payouts are every single day. So again, very, very powerful. They have a promo right now for their Malaysia event. Very excited for that. But yeah, BitSports continues to perform. Make sure you set an alarm. It's Friday as I do this. Make sure you set an alarm for Monday, because on Mondays you have to turn on your bot. Otherwise, you're not going to earn your passive payouts for the week. You'll earn, I think it's 0.3% for the entire week. And you don't want that. Okay. You want to turn on your bot so you can earn these juicy payouts. Okay. So anyway, I'll leave a link for BitSports down below as well. Let's take a quick look at Vortec United. This one here, they just added 24/7 support. So very excited for that. This little chat button right here. Let me refresh. I might have to log in again. But that little chat button has been pretty useful. If you need anything or have any questions, you can use that. And again, they've been doing, 2 to 3 times a week, live Zooms and Q&A. So again, this thing continues to grow. We're so close to hitting the next rank. So very excited for that. But the reason why we're going to hit the next rank is because we have a lot of people on our team that are about to hit their rank as well. So I mean, that's how this thing works. It's not about, the rank we're hitting. The reason we're hitting a rank is because we have a lot of other people that are hitting ranks inside of our team. So very excited for that. So let me hit withdraw. Withdraw it in USDT, TRC20, 1920, 73, hit withdraw, put my code. And then it's going to ask me for the code they sent to my email. Let me grab that real quick. Okay, so let me refresh. There it is. I'm going to copy and paste that. Back, paste it in here, submit, and done deal. So again, Vortec continues to improve. Very excited for it. Still a lot of momentum. There's a lot of people that are just finding out about this program and jumping in. And again, I'm seeing, different network marketers and different content creators that are just joining. So again, this is it's been good. You can make up to 35% a month passively. And if you want to build out a network or build out a team, there's some very aggressive bonuses that you can trigger. And also some, there's daily, matching bonuses that you earn, obviously every day, right? That's what daily means. So again, Vortec has been doing its thing. Very, very excited. I'll leave a link down below. Let's take a quick look at CloudFi. Again, this is a instant withdrawal platform, guys. Let me refresh. Might have to log back in here or not. I think it's working. But let me go ahead and just quickly withdraw that. This is an instant withdrawal platform. I'll get a confirmation here in a couple of seconds right there. And then within a couple of seconds of that, it hits my Bitcoin wallet. So again, this one here has been, it's been performing. It's been doing its thing. Again, no issues, no real major updates for it. Because again, when there's a platform that's doing what it's supposed to be doing, there's really nothing to talk about. So again, CloudFi continues to perform. I'll leave a link for this down below as well. ETF Pool. This one here, the website did go down for, I don't know, a couple of hours, I think, the other day. I really didn't even notice it until somebody, messaged me on Telegram. But yeah, you can see here that the website is back up. It came back up, later that day, but it was down for a couple of hours. I'm not exactly sure. I think they were doing some type of maintenance. Obviously, they were doing some type of upgrade to the site. But yeah, this thing is doing its thing. Again, they have a promo right now for their first ever event in Dubai. So you can qualify for that, it's going to be all expenses paid. Let me go ahead and do this little withdraw here, but just to kind of show you how it works. So again, you can withdraw it in Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, ERC20, USDT, TRC20, USDT, Binance Smart Chain, or BNB, which that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to withdraw it in BNB. So let me grab my BNB address. Let me grab that address right quick. Okay. Then hit withdraw. And it says this page is currently under maintenance. Now, sometimes it shows this, and then what'll happen is that when you refresh the page, it shows your balance gone. That means your withdrawal did go through. Now, if it hasn't like this, I'll just try back in a little bit. Maybe they're still doing maintenance. I don't know. But I did do a withdrawal. I think it was yesterday that went through just fine. So again, I'll come back here and initiate this withdrawal again. Matter of fact, let me try one more time just to make sure. But it could be that they're doing maintenance again. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, there it goes. So the withdrawal request was completed. So probably just a little bug. I just did it again and it went through. So ETF pool, again, this one here, you can make up to 1.1% per day, Monday through Friday. If you want to check this out, I will leave a link down below in the link tree as well. This one here, just did a withdrawal yesterday. You can see here I have $11,000 in Pax Inverse Network. It's Friday, so they have their live overview Zoom today if you want to plug in. And a lot of people are building this offline. There's some big teams, that are building this offline in the Asian market, in the African market. Yesterday, I showed their Telegram where they had a pretty big meeting. It looks like a hotel meeting in Africa. And I think there was 500 to 600 people in that meeting. So again, lots of momentum being built here. It's a long-term platform. You can make up to 15% a month. And, we're continuing to grow with this platform. So they just updated their PDF overview. I believe they have a new one. They just put it in their Telegram. So if you want to download that, you can. But this one here continues to perform. Again, doing its thing. Withdrawals are smooth. Again, you can withdraw it in USDT TRC20. And yeah, no real major updates. You can see here that we're inching closer and closer to hitting regional managers. So that'll be pretty exciting. And yeah, I'll give you guys more updates as we move forward with our journey with First Network. Tegetta, I just did an update yesterday. This one here, again, it's a little bit different type of platform in the sense that the revenue is generated through their online casino. So in my video yesterday, I showed their online casino. You can go in there and it's playable. You can go in there and play in there. As far as the passive side of this, when it comes to this platform, you can make 20 to 30% per month passively with Tegetta. So again, very simple. Um, you can just navigate through here. Here's my main wallet, has 1,100 bucks in it, a $5,000 slot, and I'm getting 24.24% per month. Okay. So anyway, I'll leave this down below, a link for this if you want to check this out. Let's talk a little bit about pulse rate. This one here, you can see that the TVL has dropped quite a bit. It was at, it hit 4 million, then it dropped to, I think it hit under 2 million. And then now it's kind of coming back up little by little. I think it's at 2.4 million or 2.5 million right now. Let me see. Let me see what the TVL is. Yeah, 2.5 million. So it was at it did go below 2 million. It was at 1.9, I think. Now the TVL started to creep back up. But you can see here the APRs, obviously they come down as people go into these different pools, but you can see that they're still, you know, pretty juicy, right? 3.16%, 2.29% daily APR, 2.65%, 3.75, 2.9, 2.76, 2.46, right? 3.43, 3.18, 3.27. So again, if you're familiar with farming and you know how this thing works and you know how impermanent loss works and you're okay with it, again, this is a play on pulse chain that you can get into to make money if you have funds already on pulse chain. So anyway, just wanted to put this out there, give you an update on the TVL. I unstaked quite a bit that I had in here, and I'm probably going to jump back in today now that I see, nice little movement. But yeah, this is again, I have a ton on pulse chains and sitting there. So figured I'd use this play to generate passive payouts. And yeah, it's been working smooth so far. Of course, TVL going up and down. There might have been some big whales that sold off, big positions, but that's how it is. That's how these platforms are, right? All right. So Mukwon, you can see here the price of the MUQT token, 11 cents, almost 11 and a half cents. It's the highest. That's the highest it's ever been, I believe. Um, Give me 1 second here for a second, guys. Okay, so yeah, this is the all-time high, I believe. It's up 13 and change, 13.5%, I believe, 13.5% from the launch. I'm talking about the price of the MUQT token. So this one here is organically growing. It's doing its thing, slow and steady growth, but yet you can make 7 to 15% per month buying a plan. Of course, those plans pay out in MUQT tokens, and with those MUQT tokens, you can hold on to them, as the price continues to organically grow, or you can simply go in here and swap it out for USDT and send it to your wallet. You can see here, nice little spike over here. I think it did this little spike right here. I think it did 0.87% for the day. But you can see here, it's just been a nice steady climb ever since the launch. It's only been out for about 6 weeks. So it's not like this thing's been out forever. But this is a long-term play, long-term platform. I've said that since the beginning. And so far, so good. If you want to check this out, it is on Binance Smart Chain. So just a heads up there. But so far, so good. They do have a backup site. If you are having issues for whatever reason with the main site, just simply use the backup site. Everything will work fine. Okay. But Mukwon continues to perform. Major growth in the Asian markets. BNB. Let's take a look at BNB. BNB Miner. And when I first started talking about this again, it was at 800 BNB or something like that. Let's see where the contract is right now. Let me see if I'm connected. Let me connect here. I'm on a different network. There you go. So, boom, 1,001 BNB. It was at 100. It was at 800 BNB the other day. It's at 1,000 BNB right now. So this thing continues to grow. Is it going to be a nice spike again? A nice, run? Because it had two major spikes already. And this may be the beginning of the third spike. We'll see, but you can see how long this thing's been running. 843 days, guys, almost 844 days. This thing has been running for a long, long time. And it's pretty amazing. I'm just amazed at the contract growing like that. But anyway, a nice little play here. It's been printing BNB now for quite a while. We've been using it. Again, I will leave a link down below if you want to check this out. Liquidix, another platform that continues to perform. This one's a little bit more conservative compared to these other ones, but hey, up to 7.5% per month. Can't go wrong with that. Very sustainable numbers in my opinion. And again, we get so spoiled with these DeFi platforms that, we look at 7.5% per month and we're like, oh, that's too small, right? But yeah, we have 1% a year in our bank account, right? Or in our local bank. So again, don't sneeze at 7.5%. If this is something you can add to your portfolio, round out what you're doing. You might be in some high risk degen 10% a day deals. Round out your portfolio. Nothing wrong with being in those deals, but round it out. That's why I have a lot of these different platforms to stay diversified, to round out my portfolio. And this one here is paying. It's doing its thing. So again, Liquidix, if you want to check that out, I will leave a link down below. Daisy, another platform that's been out for 2 years. This one here continues to perform. This is not the site actually, but I don't even want to bother to turn on my VPN because you do need a VPN to log on to their site. It's on. You need to have a TronLink wallet open as well, and you deposit in USDT TRC20. But this one here, they just launched their new packs, so that should be pretty exciting. Again, a long-term play. 2+ years that this thing has been out already. And it looks like it's gonna continue for quite a while. So again, you want to check out Daisy, I will leave a link down below. And IX Global, I haven't talked about this platform in quite a bit. And some people have asked me, hey, are you still in IX Global? Are you still, promoting it? Yes, and yes. I'm still in IX Global. Again, if you're not familiar with IX Global, this is the marketing arm for the debt box, right? So all these different projects like NatG and Black Gold and Bev and Blocks and all these different projects, right? You can click right here and read up on all these different projects. You can mine these tokens by setting up these nodes in your back office, and when you mine these tokens, it's a nice passive income. Again, we don't know what the price of these tokens are going to be down the road. I'm not here to make any income projections. There's no guarantees, obviously, but it's been doing well. It's been doing well, and IX Global is the marketing arm. Again, the network marketing side where we market the debt box licenses, the nodes. But in addition to that, there's also an entire product suite of different products that IX Global markets as well. Of course, their main thing is their nodes, right? The debt box tokens. But they have a whole bunch of other products you can check out. I'm not going to talk about it in this video. It's just going to take me forever. But I'll do another overview, an updated overview, because they have a lot of new products, and we'll talk about that. Again, it's a binary structure. If you want to check this out, long-term build. We've made a small fortune with IX Global. It's been awesome. It's been an awesome ride, and again, it's a real deal company. They've been out for a couple of years now. Solid company, major growth, and everything is on point. Withdrawals, everything works seamlessly and smooth. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and quickly withdraw here. I think I have 2,400 to withdraw. I'll withdraw 2,200. Now you might say, how come you had 3,600 in your wallet balance, but you could only withdraw 2,400? Because like any real company, they actually hold your any type of commissions you make, they hold it for 2 weeks. Then what happens after those 2 weeks, they release it because they want to make sure there's no chargebacks or anything like that. So again, 2,400 of the 3,600 is withdrawable, and I withdraw out in USDT BEP20. All I do is click next. I'll click email token, click next. And then what I got to do is I got to go into the email. Give me 1 second. Let me go into the email and grab that little code, right? That's the security that they have. You got to be able to go into that code, copy and paste it. Let me go into that. Let me run into my email real quick. Okay. All right. So here it is. It's instant. So let me just copy this right here. Copy. Next. And done deal. Again, this thing has been working seamlessly. We've been in now for a while. I gotta double check, but it's been probably like more than a year, maybe a year and a half. So this one here has been doing its thing. These are some OG platforms in my portfolio, of course. This is another OG platform that I have, Easybot. We've been with them for quite a while. I think we have like 1,800 plus people on our team. Our rank in this platform is a legacy builder. Again, you're not going to get DGen numbers from this, probably, closer to 4% a month, but it's real trading, right? You hook up their trading bot to your exchange account. And again, they can't withdraw, so you never give custody of your funds to them. They don't have the ability to withdraw. They can only trade with it, so the money stays in your exchange account. Again, this one you'll probably average around 4%. This is in their back office, a nice little PDF you can go through to review the platform. It gives you resources. Here's their latest performance insight. I'll leave a link for this down below if you want to check this out. They just added this, or maybe they've added it for quite a while and I never noticed, but they have a compound calculator that they added to their back office. So pretty cool. You can put in here, and again, if you've seen a compound calculator before, this is not anything new. You can put in here, what you want to start with, what you're going to add monthly, if you're going to add monthly, what the rate of return would be, right? You see here, average compound interest rate gained on an annual basis, years of growth, right? So for example, let's say I put in 10,000, right? And I want to add 1,000 a month. And let's say the average return is, again, this one pays out about 4% a month, but just for you can actually play with a, well, this is you're not going to get 41,000, but you could play with this. Anyway, I'll do this some other time. And you could put here how many years, but you can play with, the percentage, and then it projects hypothetically, of course. You never can determine what's going to happen in the market, but it shows you what you can have over the next 10 years, 20 years, et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah, that's Easybot if you want to check it out. Again, it's still performing. We're still earning from it. And last but not least, guys, just want to give you an update on Validus. Validus is a platform. We've been in Validus for about a year plus, more than a year, maybe a year and a half. Unfortunately, they've had some issues. A lot of you guys have been asking me, hey, what's going on with the withdrawals? And their latest update, unfortunately, it's not really that great news. They just put this out. They put this out a while ago, but let me give you the latest update. Again, they opened up their withdrawals, and a lot of people made withdrawals on May 16th and May 25th. Unfortunately, a lot of those withdrawals have not been processed. You can see here, not been processed. So we sincerely apologize for the severe delays. We appreciate this as an inconvenience, and we thank you for your unwavering patience. And then it says here, to rectify these issues, we've been working closely with Validus to formulate a short-term plan. So they have a plan basically where they say, look, if you fit into specific criteria, we will allow you to withdraw, I think, July 10th, or we're going to process your withdrawals in July. So if you made a request for a withdrawal and you fit into this very, 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 very specific criteria, if you did a withdrawal on the 16th, they're going to process it on July 10th. If you did a withdrawal request on May 25th, they're going to process it on July 24th. So, 2 months later, they're going to process your withdrawal if you fit into this very specific and small, very restricted criteria. I don't think I'm going to qualify for this, to be honest. So I just have my stuff pending, but unfortunately, this is the situation where Validus is at, and so far the withdrawals haven't been coming through. So if you've been waiting for a Validus update, there you have it. Unfortunately, that's the situation with this particular platform. And that's why I always say, look, number one, these platforms are risky, okay? Number two, you want to get in early and pull your initial out. That way you're whole, just in case something were to happen, or if the platform goes sideways, they restrict withdrawals, et cetera, et cetera. There's a plethora of things that can go wrong, right? So you want to get in early, pull out your initial capital. Don't compound until you pull out your initial seed money, right? And why I always say only put in what you can afford to lose, guys. Very important that you're only putting in risk capital. And then, as you can see, stay diversified. Like I'm over diversified. I mean, I got like 20 things that are paying me every day. It's a good problem to have, right? Don't feel sorry for me. But you might want to diversify. If you're in one deal, I don't care how good that deal is or how great you feel about that deal, you're overexposed to risk. I mean, this is a risky space to begin with. Now you're putting all your eggs in one basket. You want to have 3, 4, 5 things working for you, right? Of course, you might be heavier into one thing than the others. You might be more biased. You might have favoritism towards a certain platform, but have a couple of things paying for you. So if something were to happen, you have other things working and you'll be able to move forward, if that makes sense, right? So again, that's what we've done. You can see here, we have a lot of different things that are paying us on a daily basis. Yes, there are platforms that I favor. Yes, there are platforms that I like more. Yes, there are platforms that I'm heavier in. But make no mistake about it, if if our biggest platform that we have the biggest deposit in goes down, we're not going to skip a beat. We have other things that are working. Do I want it to go down? Of course not. No one wants a platform to go down, but you want to be smart about how to move in this space, if that makes sense. So anyway, sorry for the long video, guys. These Friday recaps usually tend to be a little bit longer because I'm going into a lot more information and going into a lot more platforms. So hopefully you're appreciating the content. Hopefully this helps you. This gives you some value. If you're looking at some of these different platforms, hopefully this will, give you, some food for thought. If you're in these platforms, hopefully these updates help you as well. But yeah, just wanted to, do a Friday recap. And again, check out the new link tree down below in the description box. So that's pretty much it, guys. That'll be a wrap for this Friday recap video. As always, do your own research. Only put in what you can afford to lose, guys. And again, follow me on Telegram. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that little bell icon so you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.